2025 is off to quite the start for us at Blue Collar Crypto. Wow, we launched a meme coin. There's been so much news on it. It's been going up. It's holding its own. Very impressed, to be honest. It was something we didn't know whether it'd work or didn't work, but here we are today. Community's getting bigger every minute. I don't know if you're on the Telegram chat, but the community one is kind of blowing up. It's to the point where there's so much going on, it's hard to keep up with it. And even the original one is still going strong, even though the members are limited now. So let's just talk about what's in the future for it. We have some big influencers going to come in on the project, hopefully, along with some big meme coin investors. And in the future, we're looking at if you sign up for quicklearncrypto.com, when you sign up, you'll be entitled to receive an airdrop. We haven't worked out all the plans, but that's our thoughts at the moment. And yeah, the market today has been pumping. Let me just share my screen here. As you can see on Banter Bubbles, lots of green, and that's for today, for the hour. You can look how many of these are meme coins. It's pretty embarrassing that Fart Coin is the biggest gainer of the day, but you never know. Just so you know where we stand. Here's Blue Collar Crypto Coin on Dexscreener. We're not far behind at 30% gain today, so it's staying and holding its own. We have a market cap of 132K. We're aiming for $500,000. Our liquidity is at 43K, and we've had $30,000 in volume all in one day, which is pretty darn good, I think. As you can see on this thing, there's been a lot of buys in the last, I'll say, half hour. And the buys are far outweighing the sells, which is a good thing. You can see the chart. Obviously, it always does this. In the beginning, it goes up. People cash out, get some of their money. Initial investors, maybe everyone. But then it started to gain momentum again. Been holding its own. And it's starting to climb again. We're expecting some big buys in the next few days. So if you want to get in, now's your time. Again, make sure that you're buying the correct coin. There's links on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter or X. Underneath our videos, there'll be links to the correct coin to buy. You're going to need Solana to buy it. So you're going to need a Phantom wallet or a wallet of some sort. Soulflare works too, I imagine. So make sure you get the right stuff. If you're unsure, send us a message on Instagram, Facebook, and we'll help you out on it. There's all kinds of people to do that. Behind the scenes, we've had lots of people working on how to get this going quicker. Obviously, y'all want to go as fast as possible. But as a community, we want to keep it there. So if you're thinking of investing, even if it's only $20, get in. Lots of people are putting, I'm seeing on the community buys of 300, 400. It's kind of quite crazy. Let me see if I can bring it over here to you. So this is the community chat here. And there's a buy. Tells you how much. You can see there's been all kinds of buys here. They bought 0.13, sold, little positions. These people are listening, buying their little bits at a time. There's 100.8 sold, $170. Just all kinds of things. This community, I had to mute it just because I can't keep up with it. It goes off all day. So now let's get back to the crypto market. If you're investing and not just doing memes, Bitcoin has risen again and is in the 96 to 98 area. I'm expecting it now to hold in this zone between 95 and 100. Once it breaks 100, I think the market's in for quite the move. I would expect that to happen, hopefully around Inauguration Day. It may come back down and test this 95 area. but hopefully it bounces from there. My Solana trade, wow, went crazy. I couldn't believe it when I woke up. We're at $208. You can see this was my initial entry. This morning, I upped my leverage from 4x to 6x. And then the profit that came back to me, I put it in till it got me right in this area. So I'm at an area where I don't expect it to go below. I wouldn't be surprised if it might come and retest this trend line, hoping it doesn't. But I'm expecting it to climb to the 230 area where I will be taking profit. Yeah, I'll just show you where I'm sitting on this one. My account that was originally $30 is now up to $558. So I've almost 20x my account by using that little leverage upping thing that I showed you. I don't know what you'd call it, but it's using leverage to your advantage. My phantom trade got closed out. It hit my stop loss. I'll look at it in a few minutes, see where there is a point to get in. I'm up 57% on this one. Yeah. And that's after I reinvested. So that number, that percentage goes down when you up your leverage. I now have $49 in unused cash. Before it was only $3, but when I up my leverage, money goes back into here and I'm able to reinvest. But I didn't reinvest the whole thing because it would put me above this resistance zone. I don't want to be above it. I'm thinking it might, if it hits it, it won't go below it. I'm going to put my stop loss. Let's see where I put it at. I think I did 189. Oh, actually, I have it at 197. So I put my stop loss below this candle here. And this is the 4-hour candle. So basically, it's where the trend line is, because if it goes below that, or when it starts, if it starts getting close to that, I'll set an alert and then reevaluate my position from there, depending on what Bitcoin does and every other parts of the market. Let's go to Phantom. Here's the Phantom I brought up the other day. As you can see, once it broke the trend line, it popped, came back down. It tested the 618 if you're using this 8-hour point. I went from the bottom to here to get these. Usually on a rebound or a dip, you'd expect it to test this 618. It's on the way back up. It might be an entry soon. But our 8-hour is pretty high here. See where a 12-hour, it's at the top too. The daily's at the bottom. So in the long term, it's probably a good investment to get in. You're going to only want to go in 1 or 2x. It's not something you're going to want a 10x or 15x or 20 or 30, unless you're scalping. And then you can go into your 5-minute chart and watch your stochastic. This is how I do it when I'm scalping. I'll look at my stochastic, and when it gets below the 20 and by the 10 down here, that's when I look to get in. And then I combine it with my LUXALGO. And when I see this green dot, that's when I go in and I probably throw a small amount on a 25 or 30x, because I'm only planning on staying in that for a few minutes. As you can see, if you did that, you probably would have got in around 75. And I would ride it till I see this white dot, which would have got you out at 77. So let's go around here. There goes my screen. Sorry, guys. I don't know if you see that. Let's do this ruler again. So if you got in there, your gain is 2.37% on a 25x. That's over 50%. And that's how you do a scalp. You don't do large amounts because if it goes the other way, you lose it just as fast. And that would have been in 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Let's say a 1 hour period, that's what you would have gained. That's one way of scalping that I called it my 5-minute scalp. I haven't done it in quite a while. I've been not risking the money. I'm trying to build my account up to over 1,000 where I can do where even 4% trades are going to mean something. Let's take a look at a couple other coins. We'll go to XRP for one. It's had a good run the last little while. It's about to crack this small trend. Mind you, it's only a 2-touch trend, so you can't be too reliant on it. As you can see, this one here was, well, it's only touching that, so I guess it's a 1 trend. This was a 2-touch trend. The more touches you have, the more reliable when it breaks it is. So keep an eye on XRP. USDT dominance is going down, which means people are putting more money into crypto. When USDT goes up, that means people have cashed in and are holding USD until they see an entry point. The Bitcoin dominance is starting to go back up, which means some altcoins are going to suffer as people take money from their alts and throw it into Bitcoin. IMX is pretty flat on the 8 hour. Let's go to 4. And this is where you're going to want to watch. You put your 2 trend lines. Once it hits here, if it bounces, it might be an entry, because once it breaks through this, it's probably going to pop a bit. Link has been a tough one for me. It hasn't really ever worked out on a trade. I've tried a few times, so I kind of avoid this one, to be honest. As you can see, there are good spots to enter. You just got to know where to do it. It's broken through a trend here, which is 1, 2, 2-touch trend, and it's on its way back to test it. XDTC looking pretty plain. Let's look at ETH. Okay, here I'm going to draw a resistance zone that I see. And where's the next resistance? If it pops through this resistance, it might be a good trade to try and enter. It has been struggling lately. Just draw yourself a trend line. Always doing both. That might not be a good trend. That might have been a bit of a whim right there. I'll remove that one. This looks like a better one right here, because it's got a few more touches. And just keep an eye on both of those. In a market that's declining, you'd want an alert on the bottom one when you get shorted. This one, the markets were expecting the bull market to continue, so you put your alert on the top one, and that's when you'd enter when it crosses it. All the coins are looking ready to go. There's some of them are forming bull flags. Again, you can look all that up on Quick Learn Crypto. This is the total 3, and this is all coins excluding ETH and Bitcoin. So you can see when the market's going. As you can see, the last 4 hours it's kind of stalled out. It is after the end of day trading, so you can expect that. The market resumes tomorrow. I expect it to be bullish for the next little while, especially with Trump coming in. So just try to find positions where you can get in and not worry about it dipping at the beginning. As you can see, when it crosses a trend line, they pop up. This is just hit a bit of resistance here. This is Dogecoin. It may go back and test this, or it might just consolidate and then go. but it's always important to just draw your support and resistance, use a line. Even just moving up and down here, you can see the line going across, and just look, scan it from here to here and see where it makes multiple touches. There's 2 touches there. There's a definite resistance. You got a peak there and there, so you could put a line there. This seems to be an area, touches there and all along here, hit there. And just use that kind of stuff to try to figure out where to enter. It's not guaranteed 100%, obviously nothing is, but it's a good way to start. I usually try to look at the coins that are in red first, because that means that they haven't already hit their max or they're popping. On a scalp trade, you might want to look for the ones that are green and climbing fast, because that's going to be in and out really quick. So yeah, just keep all that in mind. Again, just being patient, starting off on a small entry. See, as you can see, I'm now at a 6x, like I told you. My liquidation's at 159. I'm really safe there. I already got a stop loss in, obviously. At 197. That way I can't lose in this case. 321 US is now what I initially invested, and I'm up to 554 in total earnings. So it's just a matter of being patient. If I had more money, obviously, imagine if that had been like $5,000 or $3,000 you put in, you would have been up $18,000-$20,000. So it's all a matter of what you have, but the more money you put in, the more you could lose. So you got to be careful in what you're doing and make sure you're doing the best for you. So you're not actually gambling, you're trading. So that's it for today. Again, keep an eye on our blue collar crypto meme. Get yourself in at low dollar amounts if you're not sure. If you're just learning, please ask for help on how to get it. It's not something the average person who's never been in crypto can figure out. There's lots of people out there that can help you setting up a phantom wallet. I find the easiest way to get money across. I use, being in Canada, Coinbase. I can get money right out of my bank account. It's there in less than a minute. You can buy Solana right from it. And then once you have that, I transfer it to my Phantom wallet again, which is a process. If you're not into crypto and you're not sure how to do it, make sure you ask someone who knows what they're doing, or we will try to get some instructional videos and so to help you do it. Then once that's done, you link your Phantom wallet to, or you add the coin to your Phantom wallet. I think you can just add it now, and you swap from Solana to the BCC coin and you hold it. We are suggesting you hold it right now for sure, because that's how the coin grows in value. It has been very good to many people who got in early for sure. As you can see on the chart earlier, it came down, and it is another entry point. As the market climbs, as we get more and more people in the project, we will see it climb again. So if you want help and